Today, the moon is in Libra, so moving on from Virgo, where we were focusing on cleaning, clearing, improvement, perfecting things. And we're focusing with the moon in Libra on peace and balance. And so, how does creating balance or thinking about balance in our lives help bring about peace, help us feel more peaceful? I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro Vibe for Saturday, May 18th. And we are waxing, the moon is waxing, heading toward the upcoming full moon in about a week, where we will be having that full moon in Sagittarius. And with the moon waxing, it means we're building. So it means we're working towards something, we're moving towards something, creating something. And we're coming from the Taurus new moon. So we're focused this moon cycle on grounding, on making things tangible, thinking about results and what we want to create, what we want it to feel like, look like, taste like, what do we want it to smell like, sound like, right? So Taurus is about how we connect with the world through our senses. So we need that tangible experience of connection and feeling like we are seeing things come into being, take shape, or manifest in our inner world or the outer world around us. So with the moon waxing in Libra, we are having that part of the moon cycle where we focus on what it means to seek balance between ourselves and something outside of ourselves. So Libra is the sign of relationships. We are focused on working together with others with that outside perspective in, the bigger sense. Obviously, those outside perspectives show up in our lives as human beings that we are working to work together with, get along with, share life with. In whatever way that is showing up for you. So themes of relationships, but also themes of how parts of ourselves relate to each other. So the inner relationships, right? The ways that we have dialogue with ourselves and the ways those different parts of ourselves also need balance and cooperation and to be able to work together. So we've got the ways that someone else that we might be in relationship with, whether it's romantic or another type of relationship. It's the way that we negotiate, how you're going to be you and I'm going to be me, and we're going to make this work together, and how your perspective brings value because it enhances my perspective, right? It adds to it. It gives me a way to see how I am reflected through the experience of another person. So it's kind of like looking in a mirror where we're in relationship and we get to see how we come across to someone else. So we have that dynamic of the interaction between ourselves and someone outside of ourselves. And that is a dynamic, right? There is, and peace is a dynamic too, right? It's a dynamic balance. So when we think about balance, we're not, and peace, we're not talking about something that simply finds its ideal and then stops, right? Okay, we reached the ideal, we reached perfection, now we're done. It's a dynamic balance. It's a constant give and take. It's a constant back and forth. It's a constant learning how to listen and also speak, right? How to receive and also move forward. How to go for the things we want and also be available to receive things that we never thought of. So it is a dynamic balance. It is constantly changing. And if we really want to get the most out of our relationships, we are not seeking perfection. We are engaging in a dynamic that allows us to grow and learn and feel happy in some moments and challenged in other moments, but recognizing the value of the whole. So, peace, we can feel peaceful in the challenges when we are having that kind of dynamic balance, because we recognize that there's a give and take, there's a learning and a growing that happens through the process. So that happens also within ourselves, between the different parts of ourselves, and maybe the past relating to the present, or the way that you have enjoyed related something related to the way that that something might be changing. So, in other words, it's our different perspectives that exist inside of us that are also seeking that dynamic balance. So in relationship with others, as well as in relationship inside of ourselves, recognizing that peace means participating in a dynamic balance. And like balance, if you're balancing on one foot, right? It's not perfect. You're not perfectly still, right? There's a little bit of a wobble, right? And so you're working with that wobble. You're working with, well, how do I adjust here and compensate there and learn this and pull in this? And that is the balance. And so it is in that feeling of being comfortable with that dynamic, with that constant shift and adjustment and learning and growth, that is what really brings lasting peace. And it's true for the world too, right? When we can find that balance where we're working out the dynamic together. Not easy, right? We, we don't have a world where we're all necessarily on the same page as far as getting there, but it's a journey, and we can keep working on ourselves to help support that expansion of peace, and recognizing how balance in our lives can ripple out into ways of feeling more peaceful in the world. Thank you so much for being here. I am Marina Orms, and you can learn more about me at astrologyheals.com. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to subscribe, and I so appreciate your support. Thanks for sharing your comments and sharing this video with a friend. I'll see you next time with more astrology for unshakable self-care. Bye for now.